Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Mixon with a first down carry. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Running left, it's Mixon. The solid stiff arm. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Stroud off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Dell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. To throw is Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Rush to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Rush. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
Throwing here, Rush. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys' first down.
Rush. It's caught. Tolbert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw, Rush. And he's going to go down here as sack. They push him back to the 34. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Rush. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now it's Mixon running right to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Out of the shotgun, rush. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Rush. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep is Steven Sims. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
3rd and 5. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Play action. Stroud now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Mixing up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Rush. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a 1st. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Texans first down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 115 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's Stroud. And that is is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They run here with Dowdle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Rush working from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Inside the 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Rush. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Third down.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Play fake. Here's Rush. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rush. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 25-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 65 yards. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rush. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rush. He's got it complete to Tolbert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Henry Toto there to bring him down defensively. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They go play action with Rush. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Garrett Stingley.
On the run, it's Dowdle. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Rush. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd down and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud looking to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stroud off the play fake. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now rush. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
3rd and 6.
Here's Rush to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Houston set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for him after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Taken down at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He got 29 yards that time. Here's a run with Mixon. And he gets into the end end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down.
To throw is Rush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing here, Rush. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Rush. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Rush. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 134 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Mixon on 1st down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Stroud now to throw. That's into the hands of Woods. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Inside handoff to Mixon. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
As the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
On the quick, right?
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Texans.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
All right.
Mixing up the middle. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This one taken in by Stover. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
All right.
Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. The Throwing again is Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans continue to pour it on here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rush fires a slant, complete to Tolbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Out of the shotgun, Rush. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Room to maneuver at the 35. And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Cowboys first down.
Back to throw again. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rush working from the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. It's caught. Tolbert. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert, 55 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense set to regain possession. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. My, oh, my, 237 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
First down, Houston.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the... Get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you leaned back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
Throwing to start the drive. Rush. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point up and good by Aubrey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pierce now up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Give left side for Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Pierce gets this one running right. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles, and the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. That's into the hands of Tolbert. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.